Whenever I hear people say money hasn't changed them, I always think the same thing. That just means they haven't made enough of it yet. Trust me, when you're making real money, a lot of things change. And one of the most important things is the type of people you hang out with. I've made a lot of new friends over the last 15 years. Many are just industry friends. People I see at events, take a selfie with, bullshit with for a couple minutes, and then keep it moving. But there are a smaller number of people who have really had a beneficial impact on my life. Friends that have dramatically changed how I see the world through sharing their experiences, insights, and philosophies. One of my favorite new friends is Robert Greene, the co-author of my book, The 50th Law. Robert is definitely not the type of person who would have been in my previous circles. He's a middle-aged white guy, and there's nothing street about him at all. He's a real history buff, someone who's happiest when he's reading and studying. I didn't know anyone like that prior to my relationship with Robert. I had friends that would read a couple books here and there, including Robert's classic, The 48 Laws of Power, but I didn't know anyone who was a true scholar, who could speak with real knowledge on any number of different subjects and periods of history. Before becoming friends with Robert, I'd never been too interested in subjects I thought didn't directly involve me. My attitude was like, how could something that happened in ancient Rome or Imperial China have any significance for my life? The stories Robert told me made me realize I was being very closed-minded. There was, in fact, an almost unlimited pool of strategies and techniques I can draw on from the examples of history. Robert explained to me that when you read about a Napoleon or a Bismarck, you couldn't just think of them as old white guys in dusty history books, but geniuses who understood how to match strategy to their circumstances. And this is what maintaining power is really about. Of course, our relationship is a two-way street. I educated Robert about my experience and helped draw him out of his books a little bit. By rolling with me, he got to see someone putting some of the strategies he studied into practice in real time. I think that was exciting for him. One time he even told me, in America, you and I aren't supposed to be friends. People want there to be walls between us because we supposedly come from different worlds. History and hip-hop aren't supposed to meet. Why not? We've both got a lot to learn from each other. Our friendship is a way to break down those walls. One thing I really appreciated about Robert was how, even though he spent his life studying the various ways people manipulate power, it's not actually the kind of thing he is obsessed with in his own life. Every year he gets flown around the world to meet with kings, presidents, and heads of states. I can't say which ones. All of whom want to pick his brain on strategy. He shares his information with them and then goes back home to his books.